With Chandrababu Naidu's Telugu Desam party and Nitish Kumar's Janta both pledging support to the Modi-led NDA to return to power in its third term, a tricky question of special state status to Andhra Pradesh and Bihar pops up again. Why are they demanding it? Why are they demanding the special status? And how will it prove to be fiscally imprudent for the central government? Let's try and decode it. The concept of special state status was actually removed by the 14th Finance Commission, and up until now, the government at the centre for the last 2 terms had also discouraged the idea. It's technically a cash-out transaction. It hits the government's P&L statement and has little to no capital investment accruing out of it. Simply put, a special state status means that the centre would offer states financial assistance for welfare schemes and development. Now, as high as 90% of the funds from the centre to the state are in form of grants and only 10% are given as loans. This means for every 100 rupees to be spent on a central government scheme, New Delhi would give 90 rupees to the state with no onus upon the state to return or even adjust that money at a future date. As opposed to this, 10 rupees would be loan that the state must repay the centre at a future date. Now, this is drastically different from states which receive the non-special status. These states receive only 30% as grant and a massive 70% as loan. So why are some states granted special assistance, and why don't Bihar and Andhra Pradesh make the cut? For one, logistical access and terrain make some states more viable candidates for special assistance. Let's look at the Northeast, for example. The 8 states in the northeastern part of India, they've received special assistance as they have lacked the rail and road network. They have fewer airports and are mostly landlocked and thinly populated. They don't attract private investments because cost of doing business amid such challenges is extremely high for businesses. Even Himachal Pradesh, despite its proximity to New Delhi or Chandigarh, suffers from a terrain challenge, and that makes movement of goods expensive and acquisition of land gets into domicile plus agriculture land territory. All of this makes it extremely difficult for industry to set up shop. But Bihar and Andhra Pradesh do not fall in that category. Bihar continues to be a 6th state with no progress towards mass industrialization despite robust connectivity and a large working population. And this population, mind you, often finds it more lucrative to migrate out of the state in search for work. Bihar has done little, in fact very little to no reforms to attract any FDI or even become a destination for startups. So giving Bihar special status would mean burning taxpayers' money, which with a fiscal deficit target of 5.1% for this year and 4.5% for the next year would prove to be a bad idea. Let's look at Andhra Pradesh on the other hand. Andhra Pradesh suffered losses with the bifurcation of the state in 2014 when Hyderabad and the adjoining industrial towns became part of the Telangana state. Now, Chandrababu Naidu is often credited to have been a CEO chief minister. He now has the political mandate in the state of Andhra Pradesh as well as influence in the centre to attract capital, both domestic as well as foreign, back into his state of Andhra Pradesh. Amravati, for example, could be the starting point to create another Hyderabad, another Bengaluru or another Gurgaon in India that brings in capital as well as talent. And that's something the state, with an able leader at its helm, can do through relevant policy interventions bereft of grants from the centre.